very much, and she hasn't actually said anything to me. I don't even know what she's thinking. I don't know. She doesn't communicate a lot. And my thing was, I actually was the one who sort of spoke to her first initially to say to her, listen, I just want you to know that I had nothing to do with this. Because I had a lot of feedback from their fans and family that I was doing all of this. That it was me that went out and did this, and it's absolutely the furthest thing from the truth. I accepted straight away that Sasha was idol, and I think she would be an awesome idol. You know, I always thought she was a great idol from the movie. She's 18 years old, whatever. So I just said, look, I just want you to know I had nothing to do with it. I'm totally innocent. I'm as shocked as you are. Are you okay? Because I've been trying to phone her for the day before to find out how she was doing. Because, I mean, for me it's easy. I'm saying second, now I'm sitting here, maybe I'm going to come first. I mean, there's nowhere down from second.
No, of course.
From her point of view, I was like, geez, I hope she's alright, because this is her moment of shining, and she's come out of this now, she's in doubt whether she's going to win it or not. It must be terrible, you know?
Yeah.
And she changed the number, so I couldn't get hold of it. And so I found, you know, that was my, you know. Yeah, I did see the papers this morning. And you know, for me, I don't even know what to say. I mean, look, to be honest with you, if they told me that I had won this thing, and said that Sasha has to give me the prize, I would have most probably said, I don't really know if I won. I'd rather just sort of, why can't we share it? You know what I mean? So for me, for her to say, I think it would be a noble thing, honestly. Turn around and say, Jason won this hands down. And he deserves the crown. Not because I want the crown or because of anything. It just would be, that would be what I would do. I think it would be the right thing to do.
Of course.
You know, it would be the right thing to do, to say, you know what, let's look at the reality of the situation. He got 1.3 million votes, other 1.1. There's a vast difference between the two. 250,000 votes apparently, somewhere around there, of a difference. I mean, that's a very large, it's not a little slight margin.
Of course.
So if it was me, I would have done that. I would have just said, man, she won fairly and squarely.
And you still got
and you still get the prizes anyway. What I will say is this. I think that idols should be standard all over the world. I think that if whoever owns idols is the brand, and like I don't know who it is, Fremantle, or they should standardize the level that is found all over the world, okay? Including the equipment, including the way that it's done, the cameras, the whole thing. It should be. There was a few things that I wasn't very happy about in idols, and one of them was, you know, the sound quality, okay? I think the band, everybody that worked really hard, but I just felt that with a couple of things, I think, you know, they should be a little bit more considerate in terms of the budget and make it more, you know, more rock star. And I mean, America spends more expense in getting what people need on the show and getting what the contestants need, okay? There shouldn't be an expense spared on that for these contestants. If you want to create good, solid, grounded, well-trained, well-rehearsed artists, which is what Idols is actually about. It's about taking the pick of the bunch, teaching and training them how to become international stars, big stage singers. Then you can't spare expenses. Okay? There were a couple of things that when budgets ran out, okay, right before the end of the show. And I just find it quite hard to believe that that's actually even possible. So I just think, you know, if you're going to do Idols, do it properly, do it big and go all out. No matter what happens, you know, run it for the people and get them comfortable, make us feel good. I mean, I slept in a bunk bed, you know, a wooden bunk bed. You know, time Lord do that for 4 months. And at the end of the day, I understand that it's, you know, the way it is, but I'm sure I could have just had a decent bed or a decent view. Right? But the thing is, I don't want to go into that.
No.
But the point is just, you know, just standardize Idols worldwide. Make it one big thing. Make the budget the same everywhere. You know, I understand why they don't, because South Africa doesn't have, you know, it's a very different picture. I mean, they're getting 3 million votes in the final. Those guys are getting 30 million votes in the top 10. So I understand all that, but just keep it, you know, you raise the level.
Keep the level.
Keep the level high as you can. They gave us what we needed. If we needed something, you know, but I just think that it needs to raise. If we're going to get out there and break through into the, you know, give the world the standard that they deserve. We deserve the best of the best. We deserve it. We are a top-rate country in this continent of Africa, you know. And if we're going to host 2010 these big events, do all the things that we promised that we're going to do, we must raise the bar, you know, so that we actually do, you know, that our artists get the same thing that the other guy gets, you know. I know it's all relative, but I still believe that they could, that there's no reason why not. That's it, man. Just lift it up a little. Just get to the next level. Make it. I think Nerd for Nerd sounded better than others, man. And those guys are running a little thing in this corner with a little band, and it's like, honestly, I know there's a lot of complications. It's a big band and whatever else, but there's no real excuse for a bad, you know, for bad sound quality. You know, I mean, we battled with the in-ear monitors. We battled with the sound on the stage. There was a lot of things that were not easy for us. And even the judges, when they sang their song on the final, actually said to me, commented and said, you know, it's so difficult. We totally take our hats off. I don't know how you guys have done this every week, you know, because they got to see and feel and hear how difficult it actually is to, you know, maintain your pitch and to get your, to hear what you're actually doing, you know.
And but you've also performed so much before, I was like, so you know what you like and what you
I know, I've got reference to what sounds really good and what sounds really bad.
Exactly. I would so you're not just talking out of your ass.
No, and I would put that, you know, as it definitely needs to be looked at. Pretty big, okay? You know, things like that, you know, I mean, it's a TV show.
Made it nice for you, like
American
top model.
I mean, American art is living in this mansion with bowling alleys and all sorts of stuff going on. I mean, why not create that, I mean, that illusion of what it could be like to be a big star, you know? So, put everything in there. I'm sure there's houses out in this place that would have, you know, taken it on and just made you feel a little bit like a rock star. I mean, but the excuse was that they wanted to keep the tension on us, make us stressed out because it makes interesting TV. So that was the reason why it was difficult for us to get a colander, for instance, to strain the pasta. A colander, yeah. There's a mission to get a colander, you know. And I don't want to bring, I don't really want to go down the road and bring people down there. I really don't, because at the same time, they've given me what I've got. So I don't want to be seen as a guy
of course.
You know, I really don't want to be seen as a guy that sort of brings everybody down. But, you know, they did make it, it wasn't easy. I'm not going to lie to you. It was quite stressful. The conditions were not easy. We had to share rooms, you know, and obviously. But
and at your age, that's really not something you want to do, I'm sure.
It didn't last very long. I mean, it was a couple of weeks, and then I'd mind because every week somebody went out. So it wasn't too bad. But they definitely kept it, you know, kept it interesting. You know,